A winter storm spanning 2,000 miles impacting millions of Americans. It's hitting southeast Texas right now. First it was the rain, now there's ice, and we are keeping our eyes on the power and taking a look now at the energy map. The most impacted area that we've been watching this morning has been Tyler County, where right now we're looking at about 1,500 power outages. So definitely a lot of people affected there. Jasper and Newton counties also seeing several outages. Jasper County has almost 2,000 and Newton over 300. Hopefully that's all going to be resolved quickly. Now there are more than 700 workers stationed in Texas in case of these outages. Thanks for joining us this morning on 12 News Plus. I'm Mark Armstrong, and we're going to be here throughout the morning with the latest updates on the forecast and weather conditions. We're also working to learn more about a church fire in Nederland this morning. It's at 7th Street Baptist Church in the 200 block of North 7th Street. Now that fire was reported a little after 6 a.m. We have a 12 News crew heading to the scene right now, and we'll keep you updated once we learn more. Chief Meteorologist Patrick Vaughn, he joins us with how it's looking out there right now. How is it looking, especially in the northern part of our viewing area there, Patrick?
Well, good morning, Mark. Good morning, Southeast Texas. It's icy up towards the lakes area. The trees and the power lines all coated with ice up that way. And of course the streets. And this is not what we want. We want sleet or snow. And a lot of this has been coming down in sleet, which is better than the freezing rain. Still, it looks like just above freezing here at the station. We do not see any freezing precipitation here in Beaumont. And as you can see, the icy slushy mix over towards Jasper, and you can see it on the grass especially, still coming down up that way over towards Jasper. This view courtesy of Provalis, part of the Roofing and 911 Skycam network. So your weather headlines: freezing rain ending from west to east between 8 and 9 a.m. this morning, mainly north of the triangle. This should be ending, and it looks like just a cold afternoon, windy afternoon across southeast Texas. Temperatures not going to go anywhere this afternoon. Two hard, long-duration freezes are expected as we head on in to Monday and Tuesday mornings. Again, most of the activity should be out of here between 8 and 9 a.m. The best chance of seeing 1/3 of an inch of ice is up towards the lakes area. We're talking Tyler, northern Jasper, northern Newton counties, with very little here along I-10, followed by the coldest weather of the season. That's why we have those ice storm warnings up to the north. So as you can see, not much along the I-10 corridor. Get to the other side of Lumberton, things start icing up, particularly up in the lakes area. Now some areas will see up to 1/3 of an inch, maybe an isolated 1/2 inch of slush, wintry mix of freezing rain and also sleet from Woodville back over towards Warren, Kirbyville, Jasper, Newton, Burkeville. And this is what we've been concerned about all week long, mainly up in the lakes area, as you can see, with very little south of Beaumont. In fact, we may not see anything other than a cold rain mid-county back over to Port Arthur and Winnie, and back over towards China, maybe a little bit of a mix. So a little closer inspection shows the back edge over towards Houston and Sealy. That's moving east at 40 miles an hour, and current temperatures right at freezing just about. We have nothing on our cars right now here in Beaumont, here at the station, so that may be a little bit cold over towards the airport, but generally a cold rain in through much of the triangle. And again, this will be lacking or slacking up over the next say hour. In about an hour we'll start to see that really decrease. And as you can see, particularly up in the lakes area, that's where we're getting sleet and freezing rain, with temperatures actually going up a bit because of that falling rain is heavy, and it's bringing that warm air just above the surface down to the ground. So you're getting some of that sleet in there. Wind chills currently are into the mid-20s across southeast Texas. We'll be dealing with the mid-teens coming up tomorrow morning. So big picture shows low pressure moving off to the east. There's the back edge of it over towards say Sealy to the east of College Station. And this is all due to this upper level disturbance. This is a short wave quickly moving off towards the north and east, and that will take the precipitation with it between 8 and 9 a.m. across southeast Texas. Okay, so here we are now. Here's at 8 a.m. We begin to see the back edge from Woodville back over to Liberty. By 9 a.m. it's to the Sabine River, and we are done after 9 a.m. the way high-res modeling is showing. It's going to be a cold day as we head on into the afternoon hours. So we'll go with mainly freezing rain up north of the triangle through about 9 a.m. with highs only in the low to mid 90s. Long duration freezes coming up tomorrow morning as we expect wind chills into the teens, and then tomorrow into the teens in the lakes and the low to mid 20s in the triangle. Weather impact 7-day forecast shows coldest morning coming up on Tuesday. And then as we head on into Monday afternoon, I should say, we'll see sun and warmer temperatures across southeast Texas, hopefully melting a lot of that. But Tuesday morning, that'll be the coldest morning. Both Monday and Tuesday mornings are pipe busters across southeast Texas, as you can see. But by Wednesday into Thursday, a little bit warmer in the afternoons in the 50s. But again, another cold front coming in on Friday. Add some Arctic air with that. But right now it looks like scattered showers on Friday, and then much colder coming up as we work on into Saturday and Sunday of next week. So again, Mark, it looks like over the next, let's see, we're at 7:05, so we got about an hour before we start seeing the back edge of it move on into southeast Texas from the west.
All right, Patrick, sounds like a great day to stay home and eat some gumbo. And we are concerned about the lakes, of course, where Patrick Vaughn just was telling us where we're going to feel most of those impacts today. So let's go ahead and check in on conditions in Jasper County. Holton Pepper, he's traded sports for weather this morning. Hey, Holton, how you doing out there? How's it feeling?
It's cold. Breaking news. Well, we have out here, and yeah, right. No sports out here today. Definitely not gonna have no little ball action, little league baseball or anything like that. We have seen a little bit of car action going on, a little bit of traffic on the roads this morning. I'd say probably give or take about 25 cars or so since I've been out here rolling up and down the street. Most of them have been like TxDOT vehicles and emergency vehicles as well. But the power lines, this is something that that I wanted to talk about as well. We are definitely seeing a lot of icicles form on the power lines, and you can even see as far as the trees as well. There's a lot of ice weighing down these branches, and throughout the morning I wanted to make note of this as well. At least it was so loud it sounded like potential transformers exploding, maybe, but I would imagine that it has something. Me and Patty were talking earlier this week about how it's amazing how cold it can get in order to actually like snap branches. And I think that we've been hearing a lot of that throughout this morning, like just hearing tree branches just snap, and it's been so loud. But one thing that I do want to add as well is I reached out to Tyler County this morning. John Setlocker, he did say that all of Colemanile is without power this morning, and that of course there is not a warming center in Colemanile anymore. It was going to be one at the gym, but that did not end up happening, so there is no warming center in Colemanile. There is still the one in Woodville for Tyler County over there at 201 Veterans Way, but of course out there in Colemanile, the entire city, as reported right now, I think upwards of 1,500 houses or so, 1,500 places or so. The Entergy has reported that the entire city is without power this morning. So situations up here, at least in Jasper, are okay. Power is still on. We do obviously there's a lot of ice on the roads. It's odd because it doesn't seem super cold enough to like completely solidify all the ice. There's still a lot of just standing water on the ground, but there is plenty of ice on the ground as well. Trucks and cars are covered in ice, and yeah, there's a lot of ice as well. But yeah, as far as what's going on in Jasper, we'll be back in a little while, but for now I'm gonna send it back to you in the studio, Mark.
All right, Holton, and thank you so much for showing us that ice accumulation there on the power lines. That probably explains why we're seeing about 1,500 power outages, particularly up in that area in the northern part of our viewing area right now. Holton, we're going to check in with you again later this morning. Thanks a lot. All right, now is the time to be inside, whether you're in your home or at a warming shelter here across the 409. But if you do need to get out on the roads for anything at all, well, we are monitoring them this morning. So let's go ahead and check in with 12 News reporter Cameron Burchett. She's in the storm tracker riding along southeast Texas to track the conditions. I think you're in Silsbee right now, Cameron?
Exactly right, Mark. We are in Silsbee on 5th Street right now, heading north. It's again just a little bit of rain, like we've been saying all morning long. As we take a look from our exterior camera, you can see that for yourself. We're seeing a little bit of pooling here, a little bit more drivers on the road now at this time of the morning, which is now 7:09. Again, it's kind of been the same tune we've been singing all morning long. A little bit of rain here and there. If you remember, we have visited Lumberton, Koontz, and now Silsbee so far this morning, just checking out those road conditions spread out all across in Hardin County. Again, we haven't seen many drivers this morning. The few that we have seen this morning, all driving slow and very, very cautiously. Now, again, we've been to Lumberton, Koontz, and now Silsbee this morning, and we haven't seen anything like power lines down or trees blocking any kind of roads, nothing like that. We haven't seen any ice either, but again, that doesn't mean that it is still safe to drive on the roads today if you don't necessarily have to. Again, taking a look outside, you can see there is just a little bit of pooling on the roads there with a little bit of sprinkling going on. We're still expected to see plenty more rain today. So if you're at home and don't necessarily have to get out on the roads today, just stay put and have a cozy day in and prop your feet up. With worse conditions though, our friends who are up north parallel to the Highway 190 corridor, those are the folks who really need to stay off the roads today and can expect to see ice on those roads. Again, we're currently on North 5th Street in Silsbee. We've driven through Beaumont to Lumberton to Kuntz and now to Silsbee, and we're going to be focusing on those areas and what their conditions are looking like right now. But again, few drivers on the road today, if any. They have been driving nice and slow and cautiously, just like this person here in front of us. We're going significantly slower than normal, and it seems like they'd be going the exact speed limit here, which is 45 right now on North 5th Street in Silsbee. But again, it's been the same tune all morning long, just a little bit of slight rain, things that we are used to here in Southeast Texas, but the things we're not used to is just the temperatures that we're seeing right now, and that's where a lot of this caution comes in. But Mark, for now we're in Silsbee, and for the next time we join you, we're going to be in Lumberton to check on those conditions over there. But that's all I've got for you right now.
All right, Cameron, and of course that, moisture that we see there on the roads, it could potentially freeze over throughout the morning here, so it's definitely a good morning to stay off the road. Hey, it's Sunday morning, so just sleep in a little bit. Let's go ahead and take a live look now outside, and you can see the streets there of Jasper, and boy, it looks shiny up there. That's what I'm going to say. I wonder if any of those roads are freezing over at this moment. Now, a lot of school districts like Beaumont ISD, they've already announced that they're going to be closed tomorrow as it's going to be very cold. And you'll see a list of those schools scrolling at the bottom of your screen, but you'll also be able to scan that QR code right there on your screen to download our app or even text the word closures to 409-838-1212 for that full list of school closures. We've been updating it throughout the week. Let's go ahead and take another look at the forecast. Patrick?
Well, Mark, it looks like the back edge of that rain now coming into Houston. So we've got another 45 minutes before it starts heading towards the Liberty County, Jefferson County line. And we should be most of this well off towards the east. A little closer inspection shows temperatures right at or just above freezing from Beaumont up to the lakes area. Again, Hardin County looking pretty good. It's up towards the lakes area, as you can see. Just cold rain here in the triangle right now. And that's the case up into the lakes area, or into inland Southeast Texas, Hardin County. A little bit of freezing rain mixed in with that. But again, it's mainly up towards the lakes area that we're seeing that slushy, wintry mix from Woodville back over towards Jasper at this time. And high-res modeling showing, doing a fantastic job of showing it by 8 a.m. to maybe western sections of Tyler County, Liberty, and back over to Chambers by 9 a.m. Most of this should be moving very quickly off to the east and out of the area. And it just looks like a cold, blustery day across Southeast Texas. May not get much above freezing, and back temperatures will be going down quickly as we head towards late this afternoon. And then that cold weather expected coming up for tomorrow morning, where we will likely see temperatures dropping into the upper teens to lower 20s. So all that sludge will be freezing, especially up in the lakes area. Harder freeze coming up on Tuesday morning before things start warming up a bit in the afternoons by Wednesday and Thursday, ahead of more scattered showers Friday as more cold Arctic air moves back down to the area coming up next weekend.
All right, Patrick, we'll go ahead and grab your phones now and download our 12 News Plus app. You can take it with you anywhere that you need to be today. We'll be live on the 12 News Plus throughout the morning with weather updates. You can catch us again at 7:56 on air and then streaming